welcome to your Yin class. My name's Stacy. I'll be guiding you through the next 45 minutes of your Yin practice. So just a reminder, if it is your first few times doing Yin Yoga, things to focus on during this practice are to move into your postures very slowly and mindfully. And when you're getting into the posture, you want to find sort of where your limit is in the posture. And then instead of forcing your way past that limit, you want to sort of just lean into it, sink into it. You should be able to hold whatever position we're in for 2 to 5 minutes while maintaining stillness, relaxation, and normal breathing. So for this class, if you do have props, that's great. For myself, I don't have a block at all, but I have this roller that I usually use to roll out my muscles, but that will work for me instead of a block. If you don't have anything like this, you can also use a couple books if you need to. I also have 2 flatter pillows underneath my bottom here, and then just a folded towel. But whatever you think will be helpful, you can go grab that and set yourself up on the mat. So I like to start any yoga practice with breathing exercise to begin with. It helps me get focused. It helps me forget about everything else that's going on in the world. So we are going to do a breathing exercise, probably about 10 rounds of this breathing exercise before we start the postures. So we're going to be doing today a alternating nostril breathing exercise. It helps with our cardiovascular system by slowing down the heart rate, working on our respiratory system. But I will say, if you do have any respiratory disorders like COPD or really bad asthma, then this one might not be great for you. So instead of doing the alternating nostrils, you can just follow along with a deep inhale through your nose, both nostrils, and exhale through your mouth. For those of you who do want to join in for the breathing exercise, I'm going to be using my right thumb and my first and second finger to be covering up my nostrils. So we're going to be alternating between covering our right using our thumb and our left nostril using our first and second fingers. So before we get started, find yourself a comfortable seated position. Use your props if you need to. Cross your legs, uncross, whatever feels good for you. If you feel comfortable with it, you can close your eyes. Take a couple breaths in and out through your nose, just normally. And once you completely exhale, empty out your lungs, take your thumb on the right hand and cover up your right nostril. Now with 4 counts, I want you to take a slow inhale through your nose. Hold it for 2. Now cover your left nostril with your first and second finger and exhale through your right nostril for 4. Inhale through your right nostril for 4. Hold for 2. Cover your right nostril, release the left, and exhale through your left nostril for 4. Inhale left. Cover and hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Cover and hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Cover and hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Cover and hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Cover, hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Cover and hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Cover and hold. Exhale right. Couple more. Inhale right. Cover and hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Cover and hold. Exhale right. Last one. Inhale right. Cover and hold. And final exhale. Exhale left. Empty your lungs. Roll out your shoulders. Clear your neck. And we're actually going to get started with the only standing yin posture, which is standing dangling pose. So you can move your props out of the way. Standing up in the middle of your mat. Bringing your feet about hip width distance, feet running parallel to one another. Slight bend in your knees. Exhale, fold forward, allowing your stomach to just rest on your thighs. Allow your upper body to completely relax, so just let your head hang down heavy. Maybe shake your head out a little bit, so right and left, clearing your neck. You can either keep your hands resting on the floor, or you can grab your elbows and then relax your arms, relax your shoulders down. If it feels good for you, you can sway back and forth a couple of times while you find a comfortable position. Remembering you want to be able to hold this posture for 2 to 3 minutes in stillness with normal breath. If you're finding it a little too stressful on your lower back, try bending your knees a little bit more. During the postures, I'm going to stay silent. So remember, you want to find your edge, lean into it, try not to push past it. Breathe through your nose, relax, and stay still. relax your hands back down to the mat. Taking extra care here, especially if you have any blood pressure issues, to slowly start climbing your way back up to standing. Your head comes up last, nice and slow. If it feels good for you, you can bring your hands to lower back to support it for a slight back bend, pushing your hips slightly forward, keeping your chest lifted high. And then when you're ready, slowly come down to your knees. We're going to be moving into heart-melting posture. So for this, come to the back of your mat, standing up on your knees with about 6 inches or 2 fists between your knees, your feet directly behind you. Your goal in this posture is to keep that nice 90-degree angle with your legs here. So you're going to be coming down with your hands on the ground and then walking those fingertips forward nice and far while maintaining that 90-degree angle with your legs. So start walking your hands forward slowly as you allow your heart to melt down to the floor. Now you do have 2 different options here. Either you can have your forehead down on the mat, or if you have a bit more flexibility, you can bring your chin forward on the mat. But remember, we're holding this posture for a couple of minutes. So if you do have a tight neck, I recommend having your forehead to the floor, and even if you need to, use a prop or 2. So find your position. Allowing your chest to just melt towards the floor. Relax your arms, relax your hands and fingers. And go back to your breath. Nice stretch for the upper back, counteracting that last posture, dangling posture. come out of this posture, you're going to press into your hands and slowly start walking them back towards your knees. Allow your hips to sit back onto your heels. And we're going to move into child's pose. So you can bring your toes together and then let your knees come open. The wider your knees open up, the more you'll feel this in your hips. So for this child's pose, we're going to walk our hands out nice and far again. Lower your forehead to the floor. But then we're going to stretch our left side to begin with. So instead of keeping your hands in the center, I want you to gently walk your fingertips all the way to the right side of your mat. And then for some of you, if you want to feel it a little bit deeper down the left side of your body, you'll cross your left hand over the right. Relax your arms, forehead to the floor. Feel the nice stretch down the left side of your body, holding it here. Gently lift your head up a bit and then start walking your hands over to the other side. So hands come to the left side of your mat, nice and far. And then maybe cross that right hand over top of your left. And then relax your head back down, feeling a nice stretch down the right side of your body, your torso. Find some stillness, make sure you're still breathing. Gently press yourself back up. Come to the middle of your mat. And then slowly make yourself into a lying down position on your back. We're going to be moving into a supported bridge. So I do recommend using props for this. For myself, I'm going to use what is in place of my block. So I'm using this roller as well as a pillow. You can use some books or a couple pillows if that's easier for you. But you're going to take your prop and you're going to place it right at the base of your spine. So right about here. So lift your hips up, pressing into your feet. I'm going to use my pillow as well, just because my roller is a little bit on the harder side. I recommend doing the same if you're using a book or a block. So find where that is comfortable for you. So supported bridge, you can either keep your feet where they are, so flat on the floor, or if you're looking for something a little bit deeper, you can start walking your feet out and together until your legs are straight. Remembering that you're going to be holding this position for a few minutes. Your hands can be wherever they're comfortable, so on your belly, down by your side, whatever feels good. Just allowing your hips to sink down, belly's relaxed, chin is tucked in just slightly. Shoulders should still be on the floor. If your legs are straight, bend your knees, bring your feet flat to the floor, and then slowly walk your heels closer towards your bum. Then using your feet, pressing and lifting your hips up, moving your props out of the way, and then lower your hips back down towards your mat. Might feel good here to bring your knees in towards your chest, grabbing wherever's comfortable, so over your knees, grab your fingertips, or maybe even your elbows if you have the flexibility. Squeeze your knees in, allow your hips to sink down towards the floor. Just counteracting that back bend. Now slowly relax your feet back down towards your mat. We're gonna move into a reversed shoelace. So for this posture, you're gonna take your right leg and you're gonna cross it over your left knee. So you're crossed at the knees, and then lift your feet up off the floor. And depending on what's available to you, you may just want to grab your knees and slightly pull them in towards your chest. So you should be feeling it in the hip joints. Or if you're able to, maybe grab the outsides of your feet or your big toes. And you want to think about pulling your feet away from each other and then down towards the floor, really feeling it in that right glute if you have your right leg crossed over your left. So find your edge here, making sure your shoulders are still relaxed down on your mat. Chin is tucked in slightly so your neck is flat on the floor. Find some stillness, relax here for a couple minutes. Breathe. Now, before we move to the other side, release your feet, straighten your left leg, and then squeeze that right knee in towards your right shoulder. And then use your left hand to guide the left knee over, the right knee over, to the left side to do a laying side twist. So keep that left hand on your right knee and then reach that right arm out to the right and look over your right shoulder. slowly make your way back onto your back, so bringing that right leg straight. Stretch out for a second here. Maybe twirl your ankles. And then you can bend your knees back up, feet flat on the floor, and take that left leg and cross it over your right. Lift up your knees. Either use your hands on the knees to bring the knees towards your chest, or if it's available for you, you may want to grab your big toes with your first and second fingers, or grab the outsides of your feet. Gently pulling your feet away from each other and down towards the floor, just slightly, not forcing at all. Just finding that position that you can hold for a couple of minutes, feeling a nice stretch in the left glute and your hip joints. Relax your shoulders down towards the mat, chin tucked in slightly. Breathe through your nose. Gently release your feet. Straighten out your right leg. Use your hands to grab your left knee and pull it in towards your left shoulder. Now using your right hand, grab that left knee and trace it along your body to bring it down to the right side of the floor. Just rest that left knee on the ground, your right hand over top of your left knee. Reach your left arm out to the left and then look over your left shoulder. So just a gentle spine twist to finish off our class. Couple minutes here. Breathe through your nose. bring that left foot down, bend your right knee, foot flat on the floor, and just bring your knees to the right and left a couple times, so windshield wiper. And when you're ready, stretch your legs out. We're just going to do a quick breathing exercise to finish off the class before final Shavasana. So on your inhale breath, I want you to stretch your body out, so stretching your fingertips towards one wall, your toes towards the other. And on the exhale breath, I want you to relax and sink your whole body into the floor. So inhale breath, stretch out. Exhale, relax your whole body. Inhale, stretch out, reach. Exhale, relax every muscle. 2 more like that. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, relax. Last one. Inhale, stretch, reach, every muscle contracted. Exhale, relax every part of your body. Arms down by your side, palms up, toes fall open. Final Shavasana, closing your eyes, shoulders roll back, hips sink down, belly relax. We'll take 2 minutes here together, but feel free to stay longer. Gently start wiggling your toes and your fingertips. Maybe move your head side to side, just waking the body back up. When you're ready, rolling over to one side. Bend your knees. Use your right hand to press yourself up. Coming into a seated position. Take a couple breaths here before you stand up and move through the rest of your day. I hope you all feel as relaxed as I do after that class. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment below. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great day.